Part 3. But if you are anything like myself, you are wondering, you've even pondered, heck, you've even meditated. Who in Hades are these Syrians that are all over the place? Well, remember a minute ago or so when we found out, quote, Ishtar was one of the small Syrian kingdoms that made up Aram? Well, check this out. According to Bible Hub, under Aram, A-R-A-M, quote, the name by which the Hebrews designated generally the country lying to the northeast of Palestine. In the later history, we meet with a number of small nations or kingdoms forming parts of the general land of Aram. But as Damascus increased in importance, it gradually absorbed the smaller powers, 1 Kings 20:1, and the name of Aram was at last applied to it alone. Now, if that didn't shake your rump, according to Wikipedia under Aram, biblical region, quote, listen up, 2 medium-sized Armenian kingdoms, Aram, Damascus, and Hamath, along with several smaller kingdoms and independent city-states, developed in the region during the early 1st millennium BCE. The most notable of these were, now there's 11 of them, and I'm not going to try to butcher their names. Example, that's 11 different independent heathen kingdoms all going under the banner of Aram. And if you still have doubts they were not a diverse group drifting through your mind like beautiful clouds across a clear blue sky, check this out. According to Wikipedia under Armenians, quote, Armenians are an ethnic group native to the Armenian highlands. Stop. Bingo. According to Wikipedia under ethnic group, quote, an ethnic group or an ethnicity is a category of people who identify with each other based on similarities such as common ancestry, language, society, culture, or nation, which can only mean the Armenians are not of the seed of biblical Aram, and instead are a category of people that migrated to the lands and are now going under the moniker of Aram. Let's continue for more clues, shall we? Under etymology, quote, it was first used by neighboring countries of ancient Armenia. Armenians call themselves Hay, H-A-Y. The name has traditionally been derived from Hayek, H-A-Y-K, the legendary patriarch of the Armenians and a great-great-grandson of Noah, who, according to Moses of Charan, defeated the Babylonian king Bel in 2492 BC and established his nation in the Ararat region. Listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up. It is also further postulated that the name Hay comes from one of the 2 confederated Hittite vassal states, the Hayasa Azizi, which was in 1600 to 1200 BC, under Origins. This is under Origins. Check it out. Quote, the Armenian highland lies in the highlands surrounding Mount Ararat, the highest peak in the region. In the Bronze Age, several states flourished in the area of Greater Armenia, including the Hittite Empire, Mantinis, and Hazazi. Soon after Hazazi were Armenian Sapura, the Naturi, and the kingdom of Urartu, U-R-A-R-T-U, who successfully established their sovereignty over the Armenian highlands. Stop. According to Wikipedia under U-R-A-R-T-U, and under the subcontext of Armenian ethnogenesis. Quote, the Iron Age states of U-R-A-R-T-U was the successor of the late Bronze Age Mantini state of the Hurons, and the Uturians, language spoken by the ruling class, were the successor of the Huronian language. Stop. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the ruling class of the Hittites Thus, their Hurons and Matini subjects seeded another wave ascending upon the earth. Notice, we are never told where the people who were disposed went to live. You want to know the answer? It was nowhere. They simply absorbed into the next wave of their netherworld brethren, and the elites fled to their elite brethren. This is how the Gentile numbers increased so rapidly compared to the seed of the specific Adam. But let's continue with the Armenian article for more clues, shall we? Quote, each of the aforementioned nations and tribes participated in the ethnogenesis of the Armenian people. However, fresh genetic studies explains Armenian diversity by several mixtures of Eurasian populations that occurred between 3000 and 2000 BC. Bronze Age bingo! But genetic signals of population mixtures ceased after 1200 BC, when Bronze Age civilizations in the Eastern Mediterranean suddenly and violently collapsed. That was the completion of the iniquity of the Amorites and the First Dark Age. Bingo! All right, under antiquity. Quote, the first geographical entity that was called Armenia by neighboring people were established in the late 6th century BC under the Orontid dynasty within the Achaemenid Persian Empire as part of the latter's territory, and which later became a kingdom. So it later became a kingdom. Same thing. Same thing that happens all over the world during the Bronze Age. They go and attack. This is me talking. They go and attack, and then they set up this one of their elites in a kingdom, and they go about their business doing the same thing all over the place. But let's continue. At its zenith, which was 95 to 65 BC, the state extended from the Caucasus all the way to what is now central Turkey, Lebanon, and northern Iran. The imperial reign of Tigranes the Great is thus the span of time during which Armenia itself conquered areas populated by other peoples. Example. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the real reason it seemed that Syrians were everywhere all at the same time. There are several different yet elite groups of them spread out all over Europe, Africa, and the so-called Middle East. Wait a minute. I think I see little Miss Ivy ahead. Hey, little Miss Ivy. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, little Miss Ivy. What's that? You were listening to us on a two-way and got a question. Okay. Yes, I remember talking about the captain of the guard of the Syrians. Yeah, that's right. His name was Shofar. Right, little Miss Ivy. Right. He was the seed of Esau. I was waiting on somebody to catch it. Now here's where things get very interesting. What I mean is, there are others shadowing Esau's children as well. And I had noticed it when researching the Syrians' other captain of the host, Sabal. Let me explain. See, when you look at the table of nations in 1 Chronicles 1 and 38, you find a remarkable thing. A remarkable thing. Check it out. I will back it up a couple of verses so you can get the entire flavor of what little Miss Ivy is talking about. Check this out.